Hollywood's most beloved Mr. Nice Guy. Tom Hanks. We've seen him play a soldier in Saving Private Ryan, an astronaut in Apollo 13, and an ordinary man's extraordinary story in Forrest Gump. But beyond the big screen, Hanks has spent decades supporting veterans, honoring America's military history, and standing with those who serve. That's why West Point's Alumni Association decided to honor him with the Sylvanus Thayer Award in 2025. Yet, just weeks before the ceremony, West Point abruptly canceled the event. And that's when speculation began. Was this really about logistics, or was politics the real reason? The Sylvanus Thayer Award is no ordinary recognition. It's one of the most prestigious civilian honors in the United States, given to non-graduates whose character and accomplishments embody the West Point values of duty, honor, country. Past recipients include presidents, diplomats, and military leaders. And in 2025, Tom Hanks was the chosen recipient. The reasons were clear. His films have highlighted the sacrifices of soldiers, his advocacy has supported veterans, and he has consistently elevated the military story to the world stage. In many ways, Hanks has been a cultural ambassador for the U.S. Army. But then came the shocker. On September 5, retired Army Colonel Mark Beeger, president of the West Point Association of Graduates, sent an internal email. In it, he announced the cancellation of the ceremony, stating the Academy needed to focus on its core mission, preparing cadets to lead, fight, and win as officers in the world's most lethal force, the United States Army. It sounded professional but raised big questions. How could a single award ceremony distract from West Point's mission? And more importantly, would Hanks still receive the award privately, or had he been completely snubbed? This is where things get complicated. Tom Hanks has been a vocal supporter of President Joe Biden. He even narrated parts of Biden's inauguration ceremony. And he's been critical of Donald Trump. At the same time, West Point itself has undergone controversial political changes. Confederate symbols have been restored, diversity-related programs have been cut, all moves that align with Trump-era policy directions. So naturally, people began to connect the dots. Could it be that honoring a celebrity so closely tied to Biden was suddenly seen as politically risky for the Academy? This isn't just about an event being canceled. It's about the message behind it. When America's most prestigious military academy says it needs to focus on its core mission, many interpret it as code. Some believe this was a deliberate attempt to distance West Point from a high-profile Biden supporter. And that sparks a larger debate. Are military honors now being influenced by politics? Will future award decisions be filtered not by character and service, but by political loyalty? So what does this mean for Tom Hanks himself? Realistically, not much damage. To most Americans, and to the world, Hanks remains a national treasure. He's one of the few Hollywood stars whose name brings more positivity than scandal. His films respected the military's sacrifices. His personal actions have shown unwavering support for veterans. In fact, this cancellation might not hurt his legacy at all. If anything, it may generate even more sympathy and respect for him. But this story raises a much bigger question. Are America's most respected institutions making decisions under political pressure? If West Point, an academy built on over 2 centuries of tradition, starts canceling honors based on political optics, what happens to its credibility? To many, this isn't just about Tom Hanks. It's about whether politics is now overshadowing the very values West Point claims to stand for. So here we are. The ceremony is canceled. The reasons sound official, but the story behind it feels much deeper. For Hanks fans, it's a disappointment. For the Army community, it's a dividing moment. And for political observers, it's a sign that America's cultural and military institutions may no longer stand outside politics. In the end, the real question isn't whether Tom Hanks will get his award. It's whether America's most prestigious academy will continue to celebrate duty, honor, country, or politics.